everybody! Welcome to week 6 of Make, Play, Read, Learn. This video is for ages 0 to 5. Hey kids, have you ever noticed that it looks like the moon changes shapes sometimes? Well, that's what we're going to learn about in today's video. We're going to make those shapes with some cookies, and we're going to talk about the names for the different shapes. If you'd like to join me and follow along, you'll need at least 3 Oreo or other sandwich cookies and a tool to scrape the cream off. I'm using a butter knife so it's not sharp. Be sure and ask a grown-up if you have a safe tool to use before you use it. And I also might recommend a nice cold glass of milk or vanilla ice cream or whatever else you think goes well with your cookies. You can also do this with paper. You can trace a bowl or other round shape on top of a piece of white paper and then cut it out and have another circle the same size of a different color. I have black. The white circle would be my moon and the black would be the shadow. Now, what do I mean by the shadow on the moon? Well, if this is our Earth, our home, and this is the moon, we can see that the moon travels around the Earth. That's called orbit. The moon orbits around the Earth. The moon doesn't shine with its own light. The light we see from the moon is actually coming from the sun. So the sun is up here and it never moves, but it's shining onto the moon all the time. Sometimes, though, the Earth gets in the way of the sun and makes a shadow on the moon. Let's go back to our cookies. And we're going to need to open up our cookies. So hold your cookie sideways and just twist and pull them apart. If they don't open up this neatly, that's okay. Guess what? You get to eat your mistakes in this project. Oops, you can see that one didn't open up so neatly, but that's okay. I'm going to start with my dark cookie here. You can make it extra dark by licking the cream off like I did. This shape of the moon is called the new moon. It's when we can't see it at all. So it'd be your black circle completely covering your white moon. The next phase or shape of the moon is called the first quarter. And I'm going to just make a little line halfway between the circle of cream and scrape it off. You can eat the cream now or later or just set it aside. And it's okay if it's not neat, but I challenge you to see how neat you can make your first quarter moon. I have another one that's a little neater. So the moon travels a little bit farther around the Earth, and we can see more of it in the first quarter. When we can see the whole moon, it's called a full moon, where it's nice and round. And then when we can only see half of it again, this time it's the other half. This is called the last quarter moon. And then we get back to the new moon. It takes 1 month for the moon to travel around the Earth and to go through these phases or shapes. There are other shapes that the moon might be in that we see. In between the new moon and the first quarter is the crescent moon, where it looks like a banana. In between the first quarter moon, and the full moon is the gibbous moon. When the moon is getting bigger, it's waxing. When it's getting smaller, it's waning. The moon would not be very tasty to eat because it's just rocks and dust. And it's very, very far away, 238,855 miles away. And it's old, 4.5 billion years old. So enjoy eating your cookies, but the moon is just for looking at. I hope you can look up in the sky and see the real moon soon. Thanks for watching.